stick, a honey bun, and an orange drink. It was fire. That was my before and after school snack. My mom and them didn't know nothing about that, but we ain't gonna tell them. And I went up in there this day, had my book bag, and I tried to stick that stuff in my book bag. And I thought I'm gonna hang out behind some grown folks buying some cigarettes, and they taking all day, and I just decided I was gonna slide out the door. I had no money in my pocket. Wasn't prepared to deal with the consequence of. And this is what he said to me. I'm gonna tell your daddy. I do you one better. I ain't got no daddy. Did you hear how my answer was no longer an excuse? It became a proclamation. It became my credo. It became something that I would live by. And I'd validate what I didn't have to do wrong. Don't be looking at me like you want to whoop me just because you didn't find out. You whooped me for these things already. Remember all them whoopings you told me, I'm going to get you for the stuff I don't know about? You whooped me for them days. Leave me alone. I say this to you because a lot of times in our preparation, we don't prepare an answer of good. For whatever situation that does come, the first thing we'll think of is the bad in it. And we'll bark out the bad, which then leads to the next reaction of bad, which then leads to the next reaction of worse. I'm finna make up a word, so don't get mad at me. So then we put our hands on something worse. Instead of sitting back saying, you know what? It didn't work out this way, the way I wanted it to right about now. I made a mistake. I'm going to own it. I ain't do right. I'm just going to own it. Let me help y'all. You go to AA. And you sit in a meeting, and they'll let you sit there for a while, and everybody will come up and say, hey, my name is such and such, and I'm an alcoholic. They had to first confess that they had a problem. Here's what the issue is. Hi, my name's Dwayne, I ain't had no daddy. And then I do this. And I go back to this meeting, hi, my name's Dwayne, and I ain't got no daddy. So I do that. Hi, my name's Dwayne, and I ain't got no daddy, so I do this. Hi, my name's Dwayne, and I ain't got no daddy, so I go kill somebody. How long do you keep going to the meeting in the same place, at the same stage, at the same time, doing the same things? Never preparing an answer that says, you know what, hi, my name is Dwayne. I ain't got no daddy, but I'm going to be better than him. And then the next time I go to the meeting, even though I didn't get it quite right, because I didn't learn what I should have learned the first time, and I mess up, hi, my name's Dwayne, I ain't got no daddy, but, you know what? I tripped. And I saw the worst in me, but I gotta find the best in me. What's the best in me? See, why am I using hi, my name's Dwayne, I ain't got no daddy? Because my daddy is my legacy. It's what I come from. Uh-oh, let me help y'all now. I told y'all on Wednesday we're gonna talk about some legacies. But see, here's the problem. What legacy did you really adopt? Hi, my name's Dwayne, I'm this, and I don't have that. And I can't get this because I didn't have that. And I can't have this and this and this because I don't really believe in that. Because didn't nobody teach me no better than that. But I know better, but I don't want no better even though I need something better. And I'm stuck. looking for something better, looking for something greater, looking for an easier way. And what I begin to do is I begin to create a legacy of the wrong image. I grab a hold of everything that I can find bad and say it's all good. I find an excuse of what I've done, but I ain't accountable for it because I blame my legacy. I blame where I came from. Has anybody ever blamed where they came from? What you going through, leave alone. I got this. You scoot over. You come here. Have a seat. Because you don't like cushion, have floor. Praise Jesus. Take it off. Ain't no shame in it. You wasn't ashamed of what you was doing. Own it. Dealing with a legacy. I'm not who I was a year ago. I'm not who I was a month ago. Watch this. I'm not who I was yesterday. Your name is Dwayne. But I ain't got no daddy. No, I got daddy. I just had to find him. I ain't had nobody to love me. Yeah, you do. You gotta learn to receive it. Ooh. I got too many problems and too many bills and too much going on and I ain't got enough time. Yeah, you do. You got to prepare to do it. You got to prepare to receive what it is that God wants to give you. If I'm always busy with the thought of what I don't have, I'll never recognize what I really do have. If I'm always feeling lonely and afraid, then I'll never, ever, ever come to a place where I'm going to appreciate when I have people around me and I'm secure. But I can't do this after 20 seconds. I can't do this because I just woke up that way and said, you know what? I got and I'm going to see it. I don't see it yet. Cuckoo! Come on! It don't work that way. I have to prepare myself. And my preparation starts right here. Let me help you out. Stand up. You better quit frowning at me. Stand up. Watch this. I love you. You love me back?
Yes.
You sure? Why you gonna hug me? You gotta prepare yourself to receive a hug. You gotta open your arms. And you gotta say, I love you. Say it, twerk.
Oh.
Say it.
I love you.
Say it like you mean it.
I love you.
You ain't say it like you mean it. I ain't letting go till you say it like you mean it. Say I love you.
I love you.
Now go over there and sit between them two. Between them two.
Between the ladies.
If you move, punch him in the chest.
I need fresh in my face. You want bubble.
All right. So, knowing these things, that it takes preparation. How do I prepare? How do I prepare for the next season of my life? God's going to bless you greatly. God's going to bless you greatly. God's going to bless you greatly. How do I prepare for what God's going to do greatly in my life? I guess I got to start looking at the good things in my life and understand what really is great. Understanding what is great. Mama, pray us in.
Father, we just bless you and we give you all the glory and the honor. I thank you for open ears, an open spirit, an open mind, and an open understanding. That the word will not fall to the ground, but it will take root and produce much in our lives. We come against every obstacle that will prevent us from hearing the truth of your word. May the seed of truth take root down in that fertile soil and produce something so mighty and so great. I pray that you would teach us how to prepare ourselves for what is to come, that when the winds of change start blowing on our lives, that we will be more than willing to change, that we won't fight against your purpose and we won't fight against your plan, that we will be willing and submissive unto you, O God. I thank you that you meet each one of us right where we are, that you would take us through this thing step by step as you prepare us for what is to come. I thank and praise you that our eyes haven't seen, and neither have our ears heard, and neither has it entered into our hearts the things that you have prepared for us. Greatness is coming forth in this season, Father. I praise you, and I give you the glory and the honor right now. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Time will be the 1 Peter, 3rd chapter. Need a Bible? You need a Bible. You need a Bible. Hold on. Yeah. She gonna share with you, okay? You don't quit poking them lips out. I'm gonna take them off.
Yeah.
Say amen when you have it.
What was the scripture?
1 Peter 3. I'll tell you where in a second. I call this the preparation chapter. If I start at the 8th verse. Which translation do I want to read out of? I'm going to read the Negro version. Summing up, be agreeable, be sympathetic, be loving, be compassionate, be humble. That goes for all of you. No exceptions. No retaliation. No sharp-tongued sarcasm. Instead, bless. That's your job. To bless. You're a blessing and also get a blessing. Ooh. Maybe I need to read that again. That was good, wasn't it? Can anybody prepare their mind to think about that? Wait a minute, I'm gonna preach something here. I'm finna start something. I'm finna get all up in your business. You ready? Seat belts if you need them. Summing this thing up. Be agreeable. That's for you grumbling folk. That's for you folks that always gotta have the last word and always gotta have something to say. You know, y'all folks that can't just shut up. Be agreeable. sympathetic. Sympathetic means you're willing to do something. You just ain't thinking about it. Uh-oh. You know, you can have empathy for a person, but that just means, you know, I feel bad for you. No, I don't just feel bad for you. I'm willing to do something about it. So, watch this. I'm going to be real sympathetic to my folks that don't know how to shut up. The best way to learn how to prepare yourself to shut up is to stop thinking of words to say. Stop always looking to have an answer to whatever somebody else got to say. Ooh.
Amen.
Preparation. Watch this. You ready? I'm gonna do me one favor. She don't count right now. You'll be on the floor next. Summing up, be agreeable. Stop grumbling. Stop complaining. Stop always looking to have something to say. Be sympathetic. Understand their situation, hear their situation, and be looking to do something. Watch this, not about their situation, but in their situation. Be loving. Hey, that little man, didn't I just love on you? Watch this. I corrected you. I let you think about the correction. And then I came back to you and I told you I love you, even though you still pouting. You see, I corrected you again, but didn't nobody really know it for real, because they thought I loved you. Be compassionate. I cares about you. You just warms in my heart with your stinking self. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. That's a
Yes, God.
Let's stop there for a minute.
Yes.
That's a that ain't a good word. You know, humbleness tend to make you swallow your pride a lot.
Yes.
You know, it's one thing to want to have to say something because somebody said something, but it's a whole nother thing when you're ready to do something when somebody said something. Oh. Wait a minute. You're ready to do something when somebody do something. You willing to always look at me. And I'm not warming up the same. If everything is always about you, what done happened to me was, hi, my name's Dwayne, and I ain't got no daddy. And I do this, and I go and I beat up the kid in school because he said something about my mama, but I don't really care about my daddy. But I gotta protect my mama because my daddy won't. So, hi, I'm gonna beat you up because my name is Dwayne and I ain't got no daddy. It's about me. Wait a minute. And then I'm looking to say something slick and sly on the side to the teacher because she made me feel some kind of way. You know, they call it rebellion. You know, you got a smart mouth. But my actions are saying something even greater than what my words are. See, I want you to understand something. To be humble is an action. It's almost to say, you know what? I don't even exist in this. That's good. The Lord just gave me that. I don't even exist in it. This might be a hard time, and I can tell the world about all my hard times and me. But for real, I don't even exist in this. That's kind of hard to do, ain't it? You don't think so? How much money you got in your pocket? None? Let me hold something. How much you want in your pocket? You don't exist in it.
Look at
You
the
lost
mind.
it.
I already knew that that was gonna happen to me.
She cried. The money like, I know a price.
Humility will say, you know what? I'm gonna ask for what I need, and I'm gonna shut up, cause it ain't who I am. Greater seasons, better understand, better hear it. Rubber. Humility says, I don't have to say, react, retaliate to anything going on around me because there's something bigger that got me. Humility is one of your greatest assets in a legacy. Legacy being your inheritance of what came before you. Well, watch this. Maybe I gotta skip some generations past the folks that was right behind me to find out where my legacy really is. Because, you know, I'm one of the ones that say a generational curse is only generational if I accept it. You can't have an inheritance until you accept it, right? Right? Somebody died. They got a bunch of money. The lawyer call you in the office and say, somebody left you such and such and such and such. I don't even know them. But they left you $1.5 million. What you gonna do? Are you gonna accept it or you gonna walk out the office? You gonna accept it, right? Okay. Watch this. Mama raised you. She was mean to you. Didn't give you what you needed or what you felt like you needed. You grew up with an attitude problem because mama had an attitude problem. You grew up with a smart mouth because mama grew up with a smart mouth. You ran around craving attention because mama was always craving attention. It's learned, right? Or is it accepted? You can learn something and still reject it, can you not? But if you accept it, you make it yours. Your heritage, your lineage, your legacy is yours. If I accept what those behind me didn't do right or what they didn't think was good, I now walk the path and create a legacy for them. Did I lose anybody? Please say so.
Can you repeat it?
Your legacy, your inheritance, your heritage is accepted. If indeed I choose the wrong one in which they thought was right, if I accept what they don't see as good, I'm building their legacy. Did I lose you? All right. When I was younger, my daddy wasn't quite right. And, you know, he thought he was on Maury Povich. And he like, that baby don't look like me. Right. And he lived without me. But I met up with my daddy when I was 30. And I sounded like him. I looked just like him. But all of a sudden, he started trying to implement his lifestyle into mine. I have a choice to accept it or reject it. Because in essence, what he wanted to do was create a legacy. A legacy is for someone who's dying or dead. When he dies, he wants somebody to be able to carry his name the way that he did. Get it? Okay. And me being humble, I didn't say, you know what, no, nigga, I don't look like you. Remember that? No, I ain't go there. I agreed with him. And I didn't even agree to disagree. You know what I told him? I don't think like you. Take it personal. I know you may not like it, but that ain't how I live. This is how I'm going to live my life. I'm going to try to be agreeable, because you ain't finna steal my peace. I can't sit up and bicker with you word for word, because you got to have the last word. Okay, you got the last word. Deuces, I hear you. I understand. I'm sympathetic to the fact that, guess what? You don't have what I have, but here's what's funny. You want to talk about a legacy? Oh, I got to cancel out his generation, and then I got to cancel his daddy's generation out, and guess what I find behind them? Preachers. Oh. What's behind you? What's behind them? I'm just saying. The name Colvin sits on Page, right off of North and South. There's a Copeland Missionary Baptist Church that was founded by an Ernest Colvin. The man was a preacher. And his daddy was a preacher. And his daddy was a preacher. And his daddy was a preacher. Did I miss because I wasn't prepared? Or I didn't prepare myself to go look? Last week we talked about just ask, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to ask God. Okay, that ain't what I like to see. That ain't what seem like you. It don't look like you. It don't feel like you. What's behind them? Maybe they living a lie. What's there? Am I saying that they're horrible? No, they still got a chance. They breathing, right? That tells me God is good. Does it not? God is a God of second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances, and on and on and on and on and on. But I got a question for you. On the day that God sits back and he sends Jesus back, and Jesus asks you, this is my word. It's my word. See, most people say, well, he's going to ask you, why did you do this? And why? No, he ain't going to ask you why. He's going to ask you what it means to you. What does it really mean to you? Because real talk, why says I have to convert in action, but never have to change this? What it means to you means that there was something on the inside of me that I could reflect on from back there that dictates my action now. I'll repeat that. Why dictates your actions? Period. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do this? You ask yourself why. He's not. He already knows. What does my word really mean to you? Because what you believe on the inside of you is going to dictate the actions that pour out of you.
That's true.
If you believe in an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, you kill my dog, I'm going to kill your cat. That's how you gonna act. Watch this. If you believe that you don't have nothing, you gonna act like you ain't got nothing. If you believe that you're not worthy of getting something, you'll never ask for it. Wait a minute, what that got to do with humility? Humility says, you know what? I know what I need. I know it's temporary. I ain't stuck here. I know what to do with it when I ask for what I really need. Well, I think not what I really want, but what I really need. Not what I want, what I need. Because see, what I want could be something that ain't nothing to do with me getting to a place that God wants me at. Ain't got nothing to do with what I really believe. What you really want. Shoot, since you giving stuff away, just give me free cable for the rest of my life. Y'all think it's silly, but that might be what I want. What good is it gonna do me? Some folks like, oh, I really want a man. Might have saw somebody last night. Lord, I want that man. It might be what you want, but when he get the whooping on your head, is that really what you need? When he walk out your life, wait a minute, when he take all your money and run up all your bills, wait a minute, when he tell you you ain't cute on your not so cute days, and he beating your brain in because in the back of your mind now that seed is there and he keep picking at it and picking at it and picking at it and picking at it, because the more he work on your self-esteem, the more he get what he want. I'm sorry. If I got in your kitchen, it's okay, go wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? You can ask for a lot of things that you want, but it might not be what you need. Lord, I need a little relief. I need some support. Maybe God cleared everybody out the way for a reason. So that you can take a little time out to see you. So that you can begin to ask him for the preparation of what it is that you're about to go through. And he might just be trying to show you what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So when the time comes, you ain't lost. And it's kind of funny that a woman that gets pregnant, she got 9 months. Carry that baby. Baby got a form. And in the time that God uses to form this baby, he takes that same time to form her heart towards that baby. And he might even take a little time to get her to think about what it's going to take care of that baby. What's needed and what ain't needed. Wait a minute. What I liked about what my mama did, what I didn't like about what my mama did. Whether or not it was good, bad, or indifferent. Whether it really made a difference in my life. Negatively or positively. God takes time to prepare some things. And he will give you time to think about the preparation. Pastor, you ain't made it to preparation. You still talking. We was on humbleness and being loving and being compassionate and being kind, but I want you to understand, you got to prepare your heart to get to them places. You got to prepare your mind to deal with them places. Everybody in the room could walk up on heaven's steps and say, hi, my name is such and such, and I'm a sinner. Anybody say they ain't? It's cold out there. Go. And the reason I say that is, if you ain't a sinner, that means you're an angel. Angels got wings. They fly. They go through walls. Matter of fact, I ain't even open the door. Go through the door. Other than that, we all sinners. We all got problems. We all got issues. We all have fell short. And watch this. Just for them few words that I gave you, I missed on all of them on several occasions. Anybody else can join me? This is learning. See, remember I told you can accept or reject what you learn. Many times, the consequences that come behind the actions are only there to set you up to learn something. But what we do is we say the consequences was yet another situation in our lives and it wasn't for our good. Ooh. But it was only for your good so you can learn something better. But I got to deal with this for this amount of time. I'm suffering. Suffering brings strength. Anybody ever suffered?
Yes, God.
See, I be talking about my members all the time. You know, I'm quick to call them a punk. You know, because we all had them, you a punk moments. You know, we was raised, don't be no punk. But let something jump on your back for a minute and ride you. Let that little situation that you don't want to have to deal with for a little bit of time start riding you. Oh, you'll turn into a punk real quick. You start doing things and saying things that was kind of soft to me. But watch this. How many times were we not agreeable with ourselves? How many times were we not sympathetic to our own situation? How many times did we fail to love ourselves? See, when you're not trying to be a punk, you're going against everything that you're seeing. You're trying to toughen up. Tough. Man, the hell with that. I'm gonna get it. I'm the man. I got this. Anybody said that? I got this. Yeah. Well, watch this. Somebody try and help you and you won't say nothing. Because in the back of your mind, you thinking about your current situation instead of the one that was coming around the corner to kick you in your butt. You've been warned about it. God told you about it. But yet, what happened was, you know, my money got a little funny. My folks got to talking bad about me, so I ain't quite feeling so good. I ain't getting along with such and such and such today. Won't nobody do nothing for me. You start screaming out the woe is me's. Well, watch that. If you woe is me, can you be agreeable to anything? You ever felt that way? Woe is me. They won't do me right. They just always treat me bad. They can do better than that. They know they can do better than that. Well, watch this. Can you tell them that now? Because you ain't in agreement with nothing they say. You already fighting. With what I call a guilty conscience. Because you can't throw a guilt trip on nobody unless you got guilt yourself to throw on. Ooh, I got some good stuff coming out today. I'm feeling real bubbly on the inside. Do I feel serious? No, we gonna rock the scripture. No retaliation. No short-tongued sarcasm. Don't start clearing your throat now. You might want to swallow that. You know, I'm going to tell you a little something about sarcasm. You know what sarcasm is? It's you being mad in the wrong tone. You know, people get sarcastic. You know, they make a joke of it. But for real, they telling their feelings. That's really how you feel on the inside. You start jawing on somebody, but that's really how you feel about yourself. Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't have nothing bad to say about it. I think I got a big forehead.
I just got that.
Just checking.
Oh, Lord.
Sarcasm ain't doing nothing but telling on yourself. You know, you dropping that little hint like, like that. You think you cute today. you don't. You think you cute though. Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking you ugly. But for real, in the back part of my mind, I'm thinking that I'm ugly. And I don't like the fact that you think you're cuter than me today. So I'm gonna let you know you think you cute. But you ugly. Wow. Just saying.
Wow.
So instead of opening your mind, talking bad, trying to sneak this somebody, throwing a little shade on them. Ah, yeah, I went there. My Bible says blessed. Whatever it is that you got going on in the back of your mind, down in the depths of your heart that ain't quite, you know, you don't like your insides the way they smell sometimes. Bless. Y'all know y'all talk about it when I say praise Jesus, but it's really a blessing.
It is.
Wanna know why? Because there's a whole bunch of folks that can't do it. And it'll kill them. It'll kill them. Y'all might not like the smell, but guess what? It's a blessing. So guess what? Instead of talking about it, say praise Jesus with me. Because it's a blessing. Wait a minute, my Bible says something real funny here. You ready? That's your job. To bless. You'll be a blessing and also get a blessing. Watch this. If you always giving out the negative, if your answer is always on a bad level, if your answer is, you know, tainted by some dirt on your heart, and you like ditching dirt on other people, you're going to get it thrown back at you. But if you give a blessing, wait a minute, I might not feel blessed. Well, give it. Old wrinkled up preacher once told me, say, if you ain't got it, sow it. Whatever it is you feel like you ain't got, sow it. Watch this. If I ain't got common sense, maybe I need to sow some common sense to somebody. Ooh. I ain't getting enough attention. Maybe I need to give somebody something. Wait a minute. Ain't nobody saying nothing nice to me today. Ain't nobody saying nothing nice to me in a long time. I'm tired of people talking to me back. Say something nice to them. And mean it. But pastor, them actions, no, that's a matter of your heart. Because I'm talking about when you begin to give these things come from your heart. This ain't a gift that you give, you know, I'm just going to give you something because I just want to see you have. No, I'm going to give it to you because guess what? Man, I'm sympathetic to your situation. I don't want to see you go through this. I don't want to have to go through this. Because real talk, he said, I got to do something about it. I got to be compassionate and I got to love on you. Even though you ain't always the most lovable person in the world, you kind of get on my nerves for real. I mean, you irk me for real, but because you irk me, I got to understand why you irk me. And guess what? It might not just be me, but I can't point the finger at you because if you got something going on, it's my job to now ask so I can dispense a blessing. But I ain't been prepared to do that because situations don't allow me the time. Maybe you didn't ask for the time. Lord, I had to say something quick. No, you didn't have to say nothing at all. Watch this. You ever want a fool to hear themselves? Let them talk. And stop talking. You ever want to hear mumbling, grumble, and complain and have to stop? Don't join in. You ever been left in a conversation by yourself where you was talking to somebody and they sitting there and you look at them like, their mind is in outer space right now. What in the heck is going on? And they stop talking about what they talking about because in their mind, they offended because they feel like what they was talking about wasn't important to you. But for real, instead of me just saying, shut up, that ain't important, I'll let you hear it. For yourself. Why am I gonna hold a conversation with you and you're not agreeable? I don't agree with nothing you say. Why am I gonna tell you? My silence speaks louder than my words will ever speak. Well, I live in a country that say freedom of speech. That's right. They free to say whatever the hell they want to say. And you free to not say nothing. They say the Fifth Amendment, I plead the Fifth, because I don't want to tell on myself. I don't want to tell you that I can't stand you right now. So I'm going to plead the Fifth. I got whoopings for that too, because I you know. My mom be like, what you look at it? I'm really trying to hear all that. I plead the Fifth. And I got whooped. I was too smart for my own good, but these are things you got to understand. You always got an answer for everything else, but watch this. If I slide down, and I'm gonna really begin to mess with you. I'm gonna slide down 13. I'm gonna skip over a few verses. I might come back to them, but I don't know if I need to. And for anybody that know me, know that this is like one of my greatest scriptures. Who's gonna do you harm if you're eager to do good? But even if you should suffer for what is right, you are, what's that word? It say you are who?
You are blessed.
Say it again, you are what?
Blessed.
Say it again, you are what?
Blessed.
Even if you suffer, you are still what?
Blessed.
Wait a minute, if I don't like what they just did to me, I'm still what?
Blessed.
Wait a minute, I don't like the way that they treat me right about now, but I'm still what?
Blessed.
Well, I ain't got no money in my pocket, but I'm still what?
Blessed.
My mama just whooped me, and I can't stand her right now, but I love her. But I'm still what?
Blessed.
I want you to get this through your head. It don't matter what your situation look like. It don't matter what the timing of your situation is. It don't matter what the hell you going through. You better speak out your mouth that I'm what?
Blessed.
You better, I need you to say it. Say it like you mean it. Who? Say it again. In the city, you what? In the field, you what? In your coming, you what? In your going, you what? All right.
Amen.
Do not fear their threats.
Woo.
Do not be frightened.
Do not be afraid.
I might need to stop right there. I might need to stop. I think, yeah, we're going to pause. We're going to pause on that.
Yes.
Do not fear their threats.
Yes.
Do
God.
not fear their threats. Remember I was talking about that sarcasm thing? Sarcasm ain't nothing but a threat. You know, when they don't agree with you, and you don't agree with them, but in your mind, somebody got to come to an agreement in order for this thing to end. That's a threat. But nowhere in my Bible tells me I should argue with anybody, right? Don't trip off their threats. Because when you start tripping off their threats, it puts you in a place of fear.
Yep.
We get all down here.